Thanks for joining Let It Fly Disc Golf, and in today's video we're going to talk about the power grip. Stay tuned because we will be doing a giveaway. We'll see you in a bit. If you haven't noticed, we got new t-shirts. Let It Fly Disc Golf. Let's talk about the logo real quick. So when you look at the logo, what do you see? It stands for two purposes. One, it looks like a little plane, which is really cool. But when we add color to it, you can tell that it's a turtle with wings, right? So it kind of takes after Danny Lindahl, the slowest smoothest far, and that's basically what our channel's kind of been built on, because it's done a lot of crazy things for my game. So hopefully it does wonders for yours. Don't forget you can purchase t-shirts. The link is in the description below, and we'll get those out to you as soon as possible. Okay, so why are we talking about the power grip? The power grip can give you a lot of distance, and it can give you a good amount of spin when you do it correctly. So let's take a closer look to see how we can actually improve our power grip that a lot of people don't really talk about. Okay, so we're gonna take the disc and we're gonna put it between these two fingers and the crease in the back of our hand. This is gonna align the disc up with our forehand, but we wanna focus on this little fatty part. Now, as you can see, the little fatty part sitting right on the rim. Now, if you put that under the disc, it's gonna throw the line of the disc off and you could end up throwing those up. So we want this little fatty part to sit on top of the rim. Now, as you can see, without my thumb, I'm still even able to control the angle just with my hand. The next thing is you're gonna take your fingers and you're gonna wrap them right inside the flight plate. Now, there's a couple things as far as with the finger placement. I want my fingers to be really close together. I don't want them to be fanned out because this will cause some issues. So as the disc rips out of my hand, sometimes my fingers will end up like this as the disc is leaving my hand. So we want our fingers to be really close together. So whenever the disc rips out of your hand, your fingers snap back into your palm of your hand, which gives you that audible snap. Now, it's not something that I'm thinking, oh, this is the snap that I'm getting and it's releasing out of my hand really, really fast. But it's just an audible snap knowing that I have a good firm grip on the disc, but I'm not clenching down on the disc itself. Now, the other important part about your fingers is they're pushing up under the flight plate. Pete Ulibarri talks about this in one of his videos, that whenever the disc comes releasing out of your hand, if you're pushing up with the fingers, it can get the nose down. Now, I don't really focus on that. Sometimes I'll do it from time to time, but mostly I'm just focusing on a couple things, making sure that the disc is in my hand correctly, making sure that that fatty part's sitting on top, and that my fingers are somewhere on the flight plate pushing up, but I'm not I'm not crunching the fingers into my palm to keep it in. I am just focusing on a couple things, keeping everything loose, and then placing my thumb over my pointer finger on the flight plate itself. Now, the other thing is I'm putting my thumb on the top of the flight plate right above my pointer finger. And as you can see, my thumb has a little bit of white in it, showing that I'm pressing a little bit, but I'm not crunching down on it. I'm not trying to bend the flight plate itself, but I'm pushing my thumb over my pointer finger and pushing the thumb a little forward. The other thing is sometimes I'll pull the back of the disc up just a little bit, so that this way, if I'm throwing anhydrous or something like that, that's really gonna encourage the nose to be down. The other thing is I leave a little gap in between that little crevice in the back of my hand. This allows the disc to move a little bit inwards and outwards. This does allow speed to increase whenever I do this with tech discs, so it's something that I've just kind of stayed with. I used to place the disc firmly in my hand, and this will allow your thumb to move a little bit more forward, but because of the fact that I've been seeing speed increase with tech disc, I've just been leaving that little gap in the back of it. So why is that important? Well, the one thing is we want to stay loose. How can you stay loose if you have a vice grip of a hand on the disc? What that's gonna do is if you're biting down on the disc really, really hard, it's gonna tense this up. Your muscles come through here, right? Your hand is not separate from your arm. So what I like to do is put my grip right on that disc, push a little forward with it, and now I can just kind of relax my arm. My hand still feels like it's got a pretty decent grip, but I'm not pressing down on it. It's locked in there like as if it was in a vice grip and it's not going anywhere. So what that allows me to do is focus on other things without being so tense. So that's the really cool thing about the power grip and my grip itself that a lot of people don't talk about. I used to just, a lot of people say put the disc in your hand, put your fingers around it, put your thumb on it, and throw. but they don't talk about the mechanics as far as why or how or what. So that's what really helped me get nose down and more distance with the power grip. All right, so that's gonna be it for Let It Fly Disc Golf. I really do appreciate everyone watching. Don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give it a like, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, place the comment that you placed in the YouTube channel as far as how long you've been playing, who got you into disc golf, or how you got into disc golf. And when it comes to your game, what do you struggle with the most? Paste it onto Instagram and Facebook, and you will be entered in the giveaway. Make sure you're subscribed to Instagram, because that's the way I'll be communicating with the winner, and you should be good to go to be entered in the giveaway. What are we giving away? Let's talk about it. Okay, so what we're gonna give away is a sapphire. Now you're probably saying, a sapphire, right? A Latitude sapphire. Why a sapphire? Well, one, it's a 10-speed. So when I'm trying to hit my lines, this is my favorite disc to throw out in the field. When I need something that I need to trust and make sure that I hit, it feels really nicely in my hand. It's a slow speed driver at a 10, right? But it fits really nice in my hands. So whether you're thinking, well, you know what, I've thrown a sapphire, I flip them over. Not really the case. When it comes to disc, you need to know what you're doing to flip it over, okay? If you need to put it on more hyzer and make sure that you're not turning your wrist or you're standing up during the throw, that's gonna help you identify whether you're putting it on that hyzer and then flipping it up, or if you put it on hyzer and it never flips up, then maybe you need to stand up a little bit more. This disc itself is gonna teach you a lot about your game. So that's why we're giving the sapphire. The other one that we're giving away is a Star T-Bird. Really cool approach disc, okay? Also great to throw off the tee. And once again, another disc that you can actually shape on the course to get what you're looking for. Really cool disc. I love a T-Bird, especially a Star T-Bird. Once again, if you're flipping them over, you need to learn your game as far as why it's flipping over and throw it better. All right, the last one is a Rock 3, right? Champion Rock 3. This is a really, really cool mid-range. Love to throw it off tees, love to throw it on approach discs. We will get into a couple videos later on how to throw mid-ranges. I'm actually starting to get a lot of good distance. Ezra Robertson, Isaac Robertson, both of them can throw a disc, specifically Isaac, can throw a mid-range like crazy far. And every time I watch him, I'm like, how does he do that? But there's a couple cues that he does to get you more distance for mid-range, so make sure you stay tuned for those. That's gonna be the giveaway. The other thing is you'll get a t-shirt. So 3 disc, t-shirt, make sure you subscribe, and we'll get that out to the winners pretty soon. We got some exciting news coming to the channel, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Other than that, that's gonna be it for Let It Fly Disc Golf. I really do appreciate everyone watching and liking the videos, leaving comments. I really do appreciate it. It does help the channel grow. Don't forget you can purchase t-shirts. The link is in the description below, and we'll get those out to you as soon as possible. Other than that, get out in the field, keep up the good work. Let it fly. Peace.